Matt Morris at mattmorris.com. Thanks for tuning in. I'm here with one of my favorite people in the world, Ms. Helen Kathinji out of Kenya. We're actually in Johannesburg, South Africa. I've lost my voice. I trained this weekend, and so that's why I sound the way I do. And before we get into the content here, I just wanted to share with you where we're at in Johannesburg. If you ever get the opportunity to come to Joburg, I would definitely recommend. This is probably my favorite hotel in the world. It's the Da Vinci. And as you can see, it's just kind of a really eclectic kind of place. If I, scroll around here, you can see the lobby area. There's a downstairs lobby. You go upstairs to the reception. And just super cool, great food. The rooms are amazing. It's right around Mandela Square. And someone told me this weekend that Mandela Square is actually the wealthiest square mile in all of Africa. So the mall is just amazing. They got more luxury brands than I've ever seen at any mall ever. Being from the U.S., we have a lot of nice malls, but I think this may be the nicest mall, shopping mall I've ever seen. So just a great time. And while we're sitting here, I wanted to do a quick show because Helen has achieved the top rank, at least 3,000 customers in our organization. Again, the first person in Kenya to do it, the first female in all of Africa to do it. And as we started working together, she had kind of a limiting belief. She had expressed to me that she thought it was so insurmountable, so unrealistic to have 3,000 customers, 3,000 people in your organization. And, she just kept going and going and going and going, was amazingly coachable, just great leadership ability. And, she's risen to the top, broken the records. And what I wanted to do, Helen, if you don't mind, share with us, what are some of the things that allowed you to have the belief and to actually be able to see it? Because I think it's hard for people to keep going if they can't see the prize. So what was it that allowed you to see that prize?
Okay, so Matt, when I joined a company, I had a limiting belief coming out of corporate, because in the corporate world, there's all this environment of beating up, working so hard, but never clear how you get to the top. So when I joined the company, that limiting belief followed me, but this is how I did it. Consistently attended events right from the word go. 4 months into the business, joining the company, I went to my first major event. And at that event, I met top income earners of this company. And that just, took my belief to the next level. And since then, consistently over the last couple of years, I've grown my business from event to event. Every event I attend, I get something, I meet other top income earners in the company, and my belief just keeps growing and growing. The other thing is that I've been able to now interact with mentors and people who have been in the network marketing company, business for a long time. For example, Matt, you've been there for a while and been my mentor, and just seeing what you have, what you do, listening to your webinars all the time and reading your book just got me building my belief. Now, as I continued growing, you see, this business takes time. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon. And so from year to year, as the numbers increased, then I saw the finishing line very close, and so my belief grew even bigger. Of course, there were challenges along the way, but plugging into the system, staying in the fire, and also going to these same events and listening to people like you who have been there before, and reassuring me that you also went through the challenges, then I kept the belief and I kept on going. And at the finish line, Matt, it's the most spectacular experience you could ever have. So that basically has been my experience.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing. So, recap, obviously attending events. So whatever company you're involved in, make sure you're attending events. One thing that I was taught early in my career is major decisions are made at major events. And what I've learned over the years is creating momentum in your organization. It's all about belief, and you've got to have that belief in the company. You get that at the event. You got to have the belief in yourself. You mentioned personal growth, hanging around the campfire. Being in the environment is a big factor. You mentioned mentorship, obviously, and who you're hanging around with. Les Brown said, if you hang around with 9 broke friends, guess what? You're the 10th.
Exactly.
So, so that's an important thing. And, the other thing you mentioned was, it was, as you get closer, you see it. And, one of the analogies that I've used a lot is, I heard years ago was sometimes you can't see the top of one mountain until you're at the top of a smaller mountain that's in front of you. So, sometimes we set goals like, I'm gonna hit the top rank in the company. And if you can't see that, if you can't really envision that in your mind, set a goal of hitting the rank that's right in front of you, and that's going to give you more belief that it'll take you to the next level. So great nuggets of information. I just couldn't be more proud that she got recognized at this event. And what's interesting is I know for her, very meaningful. Being recognized for the top rank, I promise you it was more meaningful for me. And what I'm guessing was more meaningful for you was seeing how many leaders you had crossing stage. The reason why you're there is because you helped so many other people achieve success. So congratulations, just huge honor, love you.
Thank you very much, Matt. It was actually such an honor. It was humbling just to see the impact of what has happened over the last few years. So I think it's really, really valuable. Growing the belief and having the commitment and determination to reach the top can really have a massive impact beyond us.
Yep, absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to sign off before I get more goosebumps. So, listen, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you love to hear your comments below, if you feel like this can be of some value to some others, definitely share it around. And if you've not subscribed to my newsletter, you can hop over to mattmorris.com, put your name and email address in there, and you'll get these free videos delivered to your inbox every single week. So, thanks again. Let's go make life an adventure. Take care, everyone.